Hey everybody, it's Wing Rider. Today is garage day. Let me turn this camera around here. I've got the Gold Wing, the Pacific Coast. There's the lawnmower, the trailer for my Gold Wing, and my workbench. I need to clean it up a little bit, charging batteries and stuff. Anyway, today I'm going to be working on the Polaris Ranger. This is my farm truck, but I've just got some issues. You start it up and you run it for a few minutes and it starts cutting out like it's running out of fuel. Pull the choke, starts to go again. Push the choke in, starts to die again. So it's definitely got a fuel issue that I'm going to have to work out. I decided, well, what the hell, I'll turn on the camera as a tribute to Musty One in New Hampshire. One of my favorite YouTubers. Anyway, just a short story. Over the weekend, since it takes 2 hours and 55 minutes to upload a 5-minute and 50-minute video, I decided to call my internet provider and ask them what the deal is with the upload speed on my internet. Call the phone, lady answers the phone. Hey, how you doing? I'm alright. How you doing? Fine. Anyway, name, address, all this information, your account number, all this stuff. 2 minutes later, okay, what's the problem? My upload speed's a little bit slow, and I'm trying to figure out what I can do to increase it. She goes through the numbers, and she's like, well, let's do a speed test. All right. Did a speed test on the computer. Everything seems fine. She says, well, you're getting what you're paying for, the speed you're paying for. I said, okay, that sounds good. I'm willing to pay a little more. What do we do to speed up my upload speed? Let me transfer you over to someone else. I'm like, okay, let's do that. She transfers me over to someone else. And same thing, you know, name, address, all this information. I just gave this information. Well, I didn't talk to the person. You just transferred me to you. Anyway, 2 minutes later, what's the problem? Okay, deja vu. The problem is my upload speed. Same thing. Let's do a speed test. I just did a speed test with the last person I talked to. Oh, well, you're getting what you're paying for. Well, I'm willing to pay a little bit more to get my upload speed increased. Well, let me transfer you over to the next person. Same freaking thing. Finally, the lady says, well, we've been on the phone with you like 20 minutes. Just, you know, we're not getting anywhere, so we need to move on. I'm like, what are you talking about? You going to hang up on me or what? She says, well, no, we're not going to do that. We're just not getting anywhere. I'm like, okay, well, get me somewhere. Answer my damn question. I didn't say damn, but anyway, I said, but then I said, I wonder what HughesNet, you know, well, let me transfer you to a tech. Techs, they're kind of busy, you know, but I talked to another lady. She wasn't a tech, though. She said, we'll send a tech out to your house. Okay, whatever. Next day, the tech calls me. And he's like, didn't ask me any information. Is this John? Yeah. How you doing? Hey, man, I'm Jason. What's going on, dude? I'm doing all right. What's the problem? You know, 10 seconds into the conversation, he asked me what the problem is. I'm like, my upload speed. Oh, yeah, okay. Where you located? I told him, and within 30 seconds he explained everything in detail to me, and I understood it perfectly. So, and this guy said, well, why couldn't any of these desk jockeys tell me that? He said, look, dude, he said these people don't know jack. All they know how to do is get your phone number, address, all this crap, and then transfer you to someone else. I said, well, you techs need to have a sit down with these people. And he kind of laughed. He said, hey, it wouldn't do any good. It's like talking to a brick wall. Anyway, moving on. The issue with this, I just explained it, but let me show you what we got here. It might be a little dark here, but there's the engine. Under there's the carburetor. I'm not going to take the filter part off until I blow that off because I don't want that crap in the carburetor. I'm guessing here that guy is a fuel pump that operates like a diaphragm on a vacuum, because fuel tank, here's the line coming out of here into this device, which I assume is a fuel pump. There's another line going out of here into the carburetor, and one going down here to the bottom of the engine. That third line's got to be a vacuum, which operates this pump. I've yet to see a filter anywhere. So I'm going to start by taking them lines off. I want to see if there's any vacuum in that line. Then I'm going to make sure this line is clear. I want to make sure this line is clear because I'm going to take it off the carburetor and blow through it. And see what we get. If all those lines are clear, then I'll probably take the carburetor off and just check that. I definitely know that it is a fuel problem. Musty One would agree with me due to the symptoms. So let me get this thing off, and I should take my pressure washer and clean it beforehand, but well, when it comes to fuel, it's got to be clean. But anyway, I'm going to do it this way. I'll get right back with you in a second. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think carburetors are supposed to be insulated like that. That Adobe method. Okay, that guy's definitely going to come off of there. Oh, crap. Okay. There's the line going to the carburetor out that goes to the fuel pump. Don't laugh at me, Musty One, okay? I just run this thing. When it quits, then I'll work on it. When I pressure wash it, you can't get under this big old damn thing right here to get to that carburetor. Anyway, keep the laughing to a minimum. I want to very carefully remove this carburetor, and then I'm going to end up the bowls on the other side. I'm going to end up taking it off and cleaning it up a little bit. It's about time for that. So okay, I blew through the fuel line going into the tank. It's fine. The one in the carburetor, you can blow through it, but if the needle valve is closed, you won't be able to blow through it. So as far as the vacuum line going into the engine, I'm going to give that a shot here. I'm going to blow through that and see if it's clear, and go from there. I don't think it's a vacuum issue at all. I think it's just an issue of maybe dirt or something like that. Whenever you have to pull a choke and it picks back up again, it means you're sucking harder, and if you got a little bit of a clog, it draws more fuel in. So it's definitely a fuel issue, and I'm not getting enough fuel. So anyway, let me clean up this mess and I'll go from there. I got the fuel pump up there on my bench, so I'll get back with you. Okay, I got some of it blown off. I put my hand over it and just blew it off a little bit. There is actually a carburetor there. So let me yank that thing off. I'll give everything a good bath and just see what it looks like from there. And I'll get back with you. I hope you guys will remember how all this stuff goes back together. The fuel pump is a diaphragm after all, and it looks okay. I'm going to do some closer inspection on it, but it works most of the time. But I got the top of the carburetor off, so I'm going to take that fuel line off of there. Hang on just a second. Then I'm going to pour the contents of the bowl into this cup so we can see what's going on here. Let's see. And that cup was clean, baby, because I cleaned it. I don't think anything fell off the outside of the carburetor. Okay. If there's water in there, it's going to go to the bottom and settle in the bottom down there. See? I don't see any. Or do I? A lot of trash in there. Get it where you can see it. See that? See all that trash settling on the bottom down there? That was in the bowl of the carburetor. And I don't see any water. But, yeah. I'm going to finish disassembling this carburetor. I'm going to take my carburetor cleaner and clean it out really well here. I just pulled the top off, and I didn't get any dirt or anything in there, but it's packed down in there. So let me get the rest of this. Let me get the needle valve and seat out of it. It's got a screw there. Looks like it holds it down in there. So give me just a second. Let me take that off. The retaining screw that holds the needle valve and seat in. Hang on just a second. Oh, I got all kind of gizmos and gadgets. Just a little magnet. Boom. Ah, there you go. Boom. Needle valve is not magnetic, so I'm going to use this guy. Not that I needed to, but alright. Now let me show you again inside this carburetor. Okay, see in the right corner down there? That's sand. Looks like just sand. And in the left side in the corner down there, can you see that? Sand. We're notorious for that in North Florida, so I'm going to clean this guy out. There's the jet right there. That goes down into the, that sucks fuel up out of the bowl. So, anyway, it seems pretty plain forward. So, let me get to getting, and I'll get back with you. I'm hoping my gaskets are okay. That one looks good because I don't have another set, even though I could order a kit. But I'm going to try to go with that. I'll get back with you as soon as I get some stuff cleaned up. Remember, don't forget how this thing goes together. Okay, I may need to ask you about that. Actually, that little solenoid there cuts the fuel on and off, goes to the side here. That is the main jet. Because what it does is this, when you turn the key off, that plunger plunges into that jet and cuts the fuel off right there. So that's the main jet. And it is directly in the, it's in the bowl. It sucks fuel in sideways like this. And it goes up into a tube in there and mixes with the air, fuel air mixture, and boom. Anyway, get back with you. Okay, I got her back together. And it's running pretty good. And then I revved it up a little bit, it's running good, so we'll see what happens when I run it out there a little bit and start spitting and coughing or whatever. It's doing alright. It hadn't never started. It's been a while since it started that good either. I put a starter, my key switch messed up, so I put a starter button in there, right there. Yeah, but yeah, this is my workhorse right here. I need this guy. And Lucky over there. That's my mom and dad's house right there. But Lucky, anyway, let me get all my tools put away and the blower and everything. I'm gonna get the pressure washer out and clean. Once I get the top back on, I'm gonna put some plastic and all around there. But I took the carburetor apart and you saw that crud that was in it. I took the fuel pump. I mean, you saw how it was encased in the video. You saw how it was encased in just pure crud. And then the fuel pump, it wasn't a hell of a lot. It wasn't a hell of a lot better. I just got this sitting on there. Yeah, thanks for the help there. Anyway, I got that back on there and all cleaned up. But there's the carburetor. I got the air cleaner cleaned and blown out. That's the fuel pump right there. There's vacuum. Works off of vacuum. There's a diaphragm in there and a couple little valves, plastic valves. Anyway, because the tank's over here. and it's not gravity feed. But anyway, I'm going to get the pressure washer and clean it up. That's like machines, you know, like these. Every now and then they need a little bit of maintenance, or they're not gonna appreciate you very much. So let me get my stuff all cleaned up and get it all pressure washed and cleaned up and everything, and I'll take it. Well, then we'll go for a ride and see what how it handles. So hang on, be back just a second. We'll go for a ride. Okay, I got her over here. I'm going to do a little cleaning on her now. So I got the top back over the carburetor and cleaned it up. So, long overdue cleaning this guy needs. These Polarises are tough though, man. It's hard to do this with one hand, so, oops, I need to plug that. It's hard to do this with one hand, so I'm going to kill this one. This will be, I'll get back with you in just a minute when we take a ride, test ride. So hang on. Okay, let's see how she does. The belt's a little wet. Got a hydrostatic drive with the belt on it. Let's go out here. Before, when I'd rev it up like that, it'd start dying on me. Hanging in there. My sister and brother-in-law's place here. Doing alright. I'm going to wrap it up for this one, but take care of your machines, keep them clean. Carburetor's got to be clean, got to have clean fuel in them. So, until next time, this is Wing Rider. Once I pressure washed it all off and everything, I couldn't believe how bad it got. But that's the problem with having an engine underneath the seat like on this Polaris. Everything kind of, dust and everything kind of gets sucked up in there. So, anyway, it's all cleaned up now. It's running great. So, until next time, Wing Rider. There you go. Until next time, Wing Rider. I did a couple of videos yesterday that on the Pacific Coast when I was riding it. I got it out and rode it a little bit. And when I get time, I'll upload them. But like I say, it takes 3 hours to upload a 6-minute video. So, out here in the country, that's what we're dealing with that DSL. But if you're in the city and you got cable or something like that, I guess it's a lot faster. I don't know, I guess that's how it works, I don't know. But anyway, Wing Rider, talk to you later.